Mi cultura es Machiguenga.
My people are the Machiguenga. I'm Machiguenga.
Eneyda Peña has left her home in a remote village in the Peruvian Amazon to study. During school breaks, she returns to the lower Urubamba to visit her 3-year-old daughter and family.
En Nuevo Mundo,
Nuevo Mundo is peaceful. It's pretty.
me gusta ir a la
I like to go to the beach with my father. We go fishing and grill fish, which is a local custom.
But customs are changing fast with the arrival of the Camisea project, which extracts natural gas from Peru's Amazon for export and domestic use. It's the first major gas field and pipeline project in the Peruvian Amazon. Foreign governments, including the U.S., have financed the gas and export project through the World Bank and Inter-American Development Bank.
Cuando era niña,
When I was a little girl, there weren't any companies in my village. Now, on the other hand, because of noise from the boats and gas leaks, it's hard to find fish.
After 7 hours of fishing the night before, Eneyda's uncle, Luis Vasquez, brings back mostly frogs. Vasquez is a former president of a Machiguenga community organization called Seconama. Vasquez has participated in several negotiations between the communities and drilling companies. Loss of fish isn't the only concern.
El miedo que tenemos ahora.
What we fear the most, I think, is the loss of our cultural identity.
Some 30 Machiguenga communities still thrive in the lower Urubamba River Valley. A treacherous, narrow canyon called the Pongo has historically restricted access, but the Camisea gas project is now opening this pristine rainforest to environmental and social changes.
Lo que se trata de
When the Machiganga think about the future, we wonder what will happen to our children. We want to preserve nature and make sure the companies do their work while respecting indigenous culture.
Vasquez says local people did not anticipate all the problems that typically come with a large natural gas project. He says local communities were not prepared to negotiate agreements with companies and encourage the government to pay for vital services, like education and healthcare, with revenue from the gas boom. The project contributed over $1 billion in royalties to the government from 2004 to 2008. Yet indigenous communities still need clean drinking water, basic sanitation, healthcare, and school supplies. Vasquez wants his people to improve their ability to advocate for their rights.
lo que queremos
We want to train our young people and have a multidisciplinary team that can lead its own organization.
There are signs indigenous leaders have succeeded in securing some much-needed government support, including programs to help them raise poultry and build fish farms. And they secured an agreement from the companies to pay for scholarships for Machiguenga students as a form of compensation. One scholarship is helping to pay for Eneyda to study in Cusco to become a tourism guide and learn English.
incluso
We think Eneyda can learn to speak English and bring that expertise back to the communities.
Eneyda has had to overcome the poor quality education she received in her village to succeed in Cusco. She also must cope with culture shock.
I felt
a little embarrassed my first time in the city, and I was scared.
Since the Camisea project started in 2002, communities have witnessed a pattern of failures to follow through on commitments. For Eneyda, the company inexplicably stopped paying her scholarship for 11 months. Alfredo Ugarte has been studying Machiguenga culture for 25 years and is a friend of Eneyda's family.
In Eneyda's case, during the past year, they paid all of her expenses, $200 a month to cover her food, transportation, and tuition. In October, they stopped, and they still have not given an explanation.
Me siento orgullosa.
I want to finish my education so my community will be proud of me.
Mi sueño es tener una carrera.
My dream is to have a career so I can support myself, my community, and my family.
Oxfam America is working with the Machiguenga people of the lower Urubamba to help them negotiate with the companies and government. Their goal is to ensure that the project benefits their communities and doesn't just cause pollution and social problems. You can help. Join Oxfam's Right to Know, Right to Decide campaign.